common problem, babies over a year, and they're very fussy, or even maybe a 2 or 3-year-old. How do you approach a very fussy eater? They come to you and the kid's really undersized, probably normal height but underweight, and they're really worried about the kid not growing correctly. Are there any tips you can take to a fussy eater, relatively normal child but is very fussy, just doesn't want to eat, more interested in running around and playing, but maybe it's around the 3rd percentile?
Right.
What would you suggest to help the kid?
Well, typically we think of them as having something is holding them back from wanting the amount of calories that they should for adequate growth. And we're assuming that they have been trailing off on their growth percentile.
And which of the PJs fall in the kid's growth pattern? It seems to be that same percentile, not the same concern as a kid's dropping off. Is that true?
Exactly, right.
And we have ruled out some other conditions, But you got a kid that's very fussy and much concerned. It's really very, very light. And you usually see him a little bit taller than average. Mm-hmm. What do you do with a kid to maybe encourage a little bit better diet?
Well, first we ask about their stooling, because typically, around
so back to the plumbing.
Back to the plumbing. It's always the plumbing that holds you up. And that's a very difficult age because they want to be independent, but they may not have all the skills they need to be totally independent. They get easily frustrated. They don't want to sit, and if your plumbing isn't working well, like you're full of poop, then sitting is even harder for you. So we always ask about how they're stooling. We look at how their mouth works. We look at how their self-feeding skills are. And then we try to put a little bit of structure in place, because typically those kids have gotten to the point where they want to do it, but they may not be doing it efficiently.
Because there's a big danger if you make the food a reward system, like, oh, I'm happy because you're eating. It could later on, some of these kids get very heavy because they've been trained that way. Is that true?
We haven't found that to be the case at all. The way the mealtime structure, there is reinforcement for eating, but it's
I'm talking about the mother's using the food as a reward. Oh, you eat and you can get a toy, blah, 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 only. And then later in life, they're adolescents, and the stresses or whatever it is, they become overeaters. It goes the other way sometimes.
Well, that doesn't happen for the children who actually have problems with their plumbing, because
we're talking about a normal kid, not the kid you got.
Okay.
You have to be careful not to use food as the reward in life.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to use. You want the child's ability to perform the request to be the child's reward, so that they are actually gaining increased motivation from the feeling that they're doing it themselves.